Segment Your Community Live. We're talking about the Pocono Medical Center's Biggest Winner Challenge. Now let's talk to Dr. Musa Tangoren, and we also have Kristi Whitby. And you're going to talk to us all about this wonderful event. Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you, Mike. We appreciate it.
So, the Biggest Winner, what's it all about?
Well, it's a 6-month weight loss program, but I like to call it actually a lifestyle program, where I began the program about a few years ago at Pocono Medical Center, and through the help of the hospital, we opened it up to the public. So it's a challenge that's open up to anybody, and you have 6 months to lose as much weight as possible. At the end, the individual that loses the largest percentage of their body weight wins an iPad, which I provide. We also have a team challenge, so 2 people enter and they compete against other teams. We also have a teen challenge, and I've also introduced a challenge for EMS first responders because they also suffer, unfortunately, and so I want to help them out as well. So there'll be lots of iPads given out at the end. And also during the course of the program, it's 2 times a month we give talks. I give the majority of them, but other physicians from Pocono Medical Center also give the talks. And I also give out Fitbits and other prizes during the talks as well to kind of keep people coming.
Well, so it sounds like the prize of getting healthy and losing weight, which is an awesome thing in and of itself, it's not the only thing you can win.
No, yeah, you get an iPad at the end.
That's great. And I know you said it in the end there. We're talking about some first responders, folks that probably have a crazier lifestyle. It really does not allow for sitting down, having those 3 meals a day. What are some of the things that you recommend for them and what the program will help them achieve? Sure.
The most important thing is I begin basically by letting everybody understand that this body that you have, this is all you have to, make it through your life, and you need to take care of it as best as possible. So. And again, that's repeated several times. And for the first responders, just like me, I'm an anesthesiologist. I work 80 to 100 hours a week in the hospital, have a crazy schedule. I always prepare my meals. I always have food ready for me so that I don't sort of reach for the bad food, which is unfortunately what EMS workers and first responders tend to do. Police officers, they'll eat at the middle of the night and something that's not particularly good for them. Whereas if they have prepared meals, which they know the content of, they will tend to be a lot healthier. So we really have to help this group a lot.
So thinking ahead and planning is a big part of turning over to a healthier lifestyle. You talked about teens, childhood obesity, big problem in the country right now. Talk to me about how the program might be a little bit different for the teenagers or younger kids.
Well, it's important because our obesity rate in teens and younger kids is increasing. In the 2 to 5-year-olds, there was just a report released that it is actually reduced by 40%. So that's great. We made some strides there. But when the current group of teens enters the adults in 2018, our obesity rate will go from about 30% to 43% in this country, and Pennsylvania's kind of right in the middle. We're hanging right around 30%. Arkansas is the worst state. The southeastern states are really bad. But what we emphasize with the teens is exercise, of course, self-esteem. Bullying is really, really big in schools now. It's an unfortunate consequence of the internet. You put a picture of yourself on the internet and suddenly, people are commenting on it left and right anonymously, and all those negative comments eat at your self-esteem, which then triggers you to not eat healthy, not exercise.
And it's just a repeating cycle, a negative cycle. I always wonder whether those studies, if we correlate that when the Ataris started coming out and all of those things. I remember when I was a kid, when those game sessions, consoles came out, we stopped going out and playing in the house. Well, thank you so much for being here. This is the Pocono Medical Center's Biggest Winner. Thank you so much for being part of our Community Live. If you would like to be part of our Community Live, you can reach us at PAHomepage.com. You can also hit us up on Facebook or at Twitter. Now, when we come back, we're going to have a preview of Monday's PA Live, and we're going to hit the kitchen.